Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dan Caldwell here, and welcome to Dan's Place. It's great to have you here today, and I'm excited about the series that we're in, and referring to it as Value Your Values, and I believe that's really, really important. And we've been talking about those over the last several days, and today we're going to talk about attitude. But if you would help us out. Show a little love and LCS, like the post, and then comment and certainly share with those that you feel would find value and benefit from it. Okay, and so let's get started with this value today called attitude. A quote from Thomas Jefferson says, "Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goals, and nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude." How true that really is. Attitude is an inward feeling or an emotion that we express outwardly, right? It can be identified through facial expression or body language, words, and definitely by actions. But Dan, attitude's not a value, it's a behavior. And I would agree with that, but it starts with how you think. And for me, that means it's a value. I value people that have a great attitude, don't you? Many things affect our attitude, and it will not stay positive without some maintenance and some really informed decision making. Attitude is the one thing that all human beings have complete control over, and yet many unknowingly choose a negative attitude. You see, if we understand the power of our attitude, especially in our lives, most of us would change it. And we'd change it immediately. How many times have you been told to change your attitude? Well, that's a common order from most parents and teachers, right? I bet you've used it on your children. Change your attitude. Well, attitude is created by your thoughts, feelings, and then your actions. You see, your mind controls the feelings and decides if these feelings will be positive or negative through your thoughts. Then your body follows these thoughts through your actions and behaviors. I know it sounds simple because it really is. Through your thoughts and through my thoughts, we create an attitude. The attitude is expressed based on how we internalize ideas, concepts, and information. Our mind and body move into a different level of conscious awareness known as feelings. These feelings are then displayed through actions and behaviors that produce the results in our lives. So here's the formula for those of you that are C-wired and like formulas. Attitude is the thoughts plus feelings plus actions, and they will equal our results. So let me say it again. Attitude is the thoughts plus feelings plus actions that give us our results. You see, the attitude we choose affects, and even infects, how we approach every aspect of our life. Imagine with me for a moment, feeding our minds with positive thoughts, and how flowing through that process would change you and would change your life. We would end with positive results, wouldn't we? Now imagine feeding our minds with negative thoughts and flowing through that. That process would bring about, you're right, negative thoughts. Does it make sense to you? Well, because I'm a person of faith, I love using Scripture as a foundation. And so in Philippians 4:8, and if you're not a person of faith, that's fine. But in Philippians 4:8, the Scripture says, "Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, and whatever things are noble, and whatever things are just, and whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there's any virtue, and if there's anything that's praiseworthy, meditate on these things." I love that Scripture. You see, attitude is the altimeter and the navigation device for building a solid foundation on your success. By changing our thoughts, we can change our attitude, which will ultimately change our results. And yesterday we talked about forgiveness. If you can change your thoughts about forgiveness, it will change your attitude and your actions. Attitude is the creative cycle that allows us to feel a certain way and then take the necessary action steps toward a specific result that we want to achieve. My wife and I learned a few years ago that if one of our attitudes was in need of fine-tuning or adjusting, sometimes we've had times of intense fellowship in our house and we needed an adjustment. I know none of you have had that problem or that issue. We use the phrase attitude check. And that phrase simply brings attention to our negativity. She will also use the word tone when she's talking to me, when my attitude is sounding like it's headed to a negative place. Now, if you're having an issue with your attitude and having an issue keeping it positive, connect with someone that loves you, someone that doesn't have their own agenda, and give them permission to support you in your attitude awareness by giving them the statement, attitude check, when needed. Start with the end in mind and make the decision that today is the day that I change my attitude, and make it a great day because your attitude is great. Until the next time, this is Dan Caldwell saying, keep the fire burning and let's work on our attitude today. God bless.